we're going to talk about hip hop. Has hip hop, this is for black people in America, UK, anybody that listens to hip hop, you don't even have to be black. But this question is centered around black people. Has hip hop been a just for good? Has it been a good improving black culture, or have it been a deficit? What do I mean by deficit? Have hip hop actually set black people back or forward? The reason is I want to say this is that for the past 2 weeks I've been watching videos of how black people used to dress, how they used to conduct themselves, the culture of family, the culture of father and mother, the culture of listening to certain type of music that improve black excellence. So have hip hop actually represent that? This is not to attack anybody, but I feel like I have my own opinion of it. I think hip hop have not been good to black people because hip hop was not originated by black people. Black people didn't create hip hop. Hip hop was created by Jews, musical executives that are from Jewish descent. I don't have anything against the Jews on the record. I don't have anything. All my life I have loved them. I feel like I have to add them in the mix because there's no way you would discuss hip hop music without adding Jewish people in it. Jewish music executives promoted hip hop, and black people love it, and they promote it even more. I'll give you one example. When Jimmy Iovine, Interscope CEO, the first time he was introduced to promote hip hop music, I think by Suge Knight or Dr. Dre, he was reluctant about it. But he vested money in it. But when the controversy between Tupac and Biggie started. So what made hip hop what it is today is the beef, the violence aspect of it. That's what it was marketed to black consumers. And that is the prime definition of the foundation of hip hop, is the beef. It's the beef and nothing else. So I've been trying to see how it have benefited black people. I can't. I looked at Harlem Renaissance, where people dress properly, shirt, suit, and tie on daily basis. People are going, like, they dress properly, heavily influenced by jazz music, country music, soul music. But today, everything people are doing now is influenced by hip hop. When I mean people, I mean my people, black people. You understand? People wearing jeans, sagging their pants, talking about guns, talking about ops, talking about doing this, talking about... It is all hip hop influence. So I beg the question now. I ask the question now. Do you guys actually think that hip hop is good for black community? I personally don't think so. And it's too late to kind of like tell people to stay away from hip hop music. They have never benefited black people. It's too late. And another thing I want to tell black people, for somebody who have traveled around the world, hip hop music is influential, but there's one thing that black people in America need to understand. It is only black people that listen to hip hop and practice the culture too. The rest of the world listen to hip hop and practice their culture. Hip hop doesn't influence their culture. Chinese people can listen to hip hop, but they practice their Chinese culture. The same thing with Africans. They listen to hip hop and then practice their African culture and listen to Afrobeat. So now, why is it that hip hop have not benefited black people? Because black people they don't own hip hop. All the hip hop music catalog out there from all the majority hip hop music out there, the masters are owned by the record executives, which is the Jewish people. And I hope my Jewish people, my friends, don't see this video and say that I'm coming after them and attacking them. I don't blame them either. It is capitalist. If I'm selling something, I know the demographic that likes to buy it and consume it. I'll continue selling to them. So I don't have any problem. When I just mentioned Jimmy Iovine and other music executives that are Jewish, I don't blame them. Actually, if I'm in their shoe, I'll do the same thing. But it's like selling drugs. Like people are blaming Mexicans of bringing drugs into America. I personally think if drugs stop flowing into America, Americans will be traveling illegally into Mexico to go get drugs. So that one is a fact. You know, the thing is, you that is consuming it, is it a plus into your life? Hip-hop have not benefited black people. And I would like somebody to have a very well-detailed argument to counter what I just said. Oh, some people say, oh, when in real life, when I have this conversation with people in real life, what they will say is, oh, well, old school hip-hop is better. This new hip-hop is... No, the old school paved the way for the new one. The violence around hip-hop started as way back as early 90s. And that's when hip-hop started. Yes, it started in the 80s in the Bronx, beatbox and KRS-One and all that stuff. Yes. That time, it wasn't even, you know, a condition for a music genre that influenced the culture. It was just regular, you know, beatboxing, breakdancing music. But it turned into music that people listen to go find their ups, to do something. It have and put more black people in jail than out of jail. You have created single fathers, majority single mothers. You have created a lot of violence. People will make music, talk about people they kill, brag about it. And you tell me hip-hop is a very good music. It is not. I want you to disagree with me, call me out if I'm full of shit. And if you are right, I will rest my case. Have hip-hop actually benefited black people in the true sense of the word benefits? I will say no, again and again. So now, watch, for example, things that are normal in black community is no longer normal. If you see a black man that is well-dressed all the time, with shirts and pants, let's say he's going to work, going to go buy food, going out on a date, if he dresses a certain way, if it's not hip-hop friendly kind of clothing, they look at him as weird. If you pull your pants and zip up your belt and tuck your shirt in, you are seen as fag. But you sag your pants, your boxers, your inner boxers is showing, then you are cool. You see the mindset, you see the problem, you know. So all these things is happening and nobody is actually calling it out. Hip-hop is not owned by black people. As we know it today, the music aspect of it is not owned by the black people. And then what they did is that the people that laid the foundation for hip-hop music took the good side of hip-hop, which is the music aspect, the ones that make money, and give you guys the culture, which is the violence. The violence, the killing, you kill somebody, the next thing you gotta do is you catch a body, you go on a music studio, you talk about it, and you brag about it. From New York to Chicago to LA to Florida, anywhere. You see a mother, a woman have children, working 2 jobs to provide for their children, not knowing what her children are doing, but they are busy after school, hanging around the bad spots, creating oppositions, selling drugs. They have comfortable life, listening to hip-hop, doing all kind of... So, as I said again, I want somebody to put me through why I am not making sense. I want somebody to tell me why I'm not making sense, because if I'm not making sense, I'll shut up. You know, this YouTube channel, I created it where people have conversations about serious issues. You know, sometimes some of them are engaging, you guys are responding. Sometimes people, you know, will just leave the situation alone. I want this one to be one of those that all of us will be engaged in it, have a conversation around it. What happened to a black person playing country music on a car and not feel weird about it? What happened to a black person, a man playing pop music, jazz music, folk music without feeling weird? Why does it have to be that you listen to hip hop, killing modern, then somebody sees you, they say you're cool? It is social construct. You see, a black person who will playing country music in the radio, when he sees his fellow black person, he's switching to rap music, so that the person will not think he's weird. That's social construct. That's a mindset that was programmed for you to think a certain way in a box. So when I tell you that hip hop have hurt black people, this is one thing you got to focus. Why is it that you have to listen to hip hop for you to sound normal? You can never see a black person now playing hip hop music in his, playing country music in his car, and another black person will see him as a normal person. They will not tell you, they will, oh, it doesn't matter, but they will see you differently. That's the problem. The people that created hip hop took the good part. They took the good part, which is the music aspect of it, the money aspect of it, and then gives you guys the chaos, the lyrics, the bad things that comes within the culture. They don't want to participate in it. They give you the music, use the money, live in a secluded estate somewhere in Bel Air or in New York or in some beautiful island in Miami, Florida. But you are in the ghetto listening to that music, killing each other. So once again, I want to be proven wrong. I want black people to go back to Harlem Renaissance time, when black people were sophisticated, talk properly, dress properly. Just to go to grocery store, a woman and her family would dress well and go shop, go to church, husband and father, listening to jazz music, listen to folk music. Listen, I want it to be normal again. I want it to be, I want to start a movement where people can actually know that those things they are shying away from, that they're shying away from it because the other people, the other black people see them and they think they are weird. I want them to see it and they know that, oh, okay, this is cool. There's nothing weird about me listening to Afrobeat music or country music or jazz music, and a black person see me, a fellow black person see me, and don't feel weird about it. That's the social contrast I want to reprogram, because what you see is, when we talk about what black people are going through now in America, hip hop, rap music have everything, have a hand in it. We don't say it. Some group of people in black community knows these things. Instead of them to come up and speak up, what they did is that they removed themselves from the situation, which is bad of them. Nobody's willing to come up and say this is the problem. They just remove themselves. Some of you that know what I'm saying, I'm telling the truth. Some of you know, but the fact that it doesn't affect you, I don't want to say anything about it. If black people start listening to music that is not hip hop, remove everything about hip hop, in one generation, you see black people in a very high pedestal they were in the 40s, 50s, and the 60s. Yes, black people were in a high pedestal. Remember, despite injustice they were going through, racism, segregation, everything, black people were elite then. Nobody wants to say it. Everybody's doing, yeah, it is too much. How hip-hop is influencing us in many ways that we can't even count. But everybody's shying away from talking about it because, hey, if it's not my business, it's not my business. So yeah, once again, if you disagree with me and you think I'm talking rubbish, or I don't know what I'm talking about, let me know. Put your facts on this comment section. All right, so that's the video, man, and I can't wait for the healthy conversation. Speak your mind. We are not kids, you know. Speak your mind, what you think, where we go wrong, or even if you disagree completely.